Now this workout that I came up with, I call it Atlas training. Atlas from Greek mythology was a titan who led the rebel forces in the fight against Zeus. If you like Greek mythology, it's pretty cool. I love it. Atlas, his punishment for being the leader of the rebellion was forced to hold up the sky. And so if you've ever seen a picture of Atlas, he's holding up the world on his back. And so the theme that I built into the workout that I'm doing today is holding on to dumbbells or whatever weight you can use, whether it be a tub of, laundry detergent, it could be water bottles, it could be water jugs, it could be cans of paint, whatever it is. The goal is just to kind of hold it up and work through all of the movements, all of the reps, the whole block actually, without putting that weight down. So that'll be the kind of theme built into it. Atlas training, you got to hold up the sky on your back and your arms. We're going to fight those burning muscles and we're going to get better. The weight that I chose today, bold move, is going to be a 40-pound slam bag. It's more like a duffel. This is my 40-pound bag. So it's one of my training tools. I've used it for a while now. Some of my clients have even had the luxury of testing it out, but inside of this bag, I have 4 10-pound bags of sand. It's a really awkward object, but it does have all these little handles on it. 2 on the front side, 2 on the back side, different grip, and then I have 2 on the sides there, 1 on each side. So the goal for me to get through all these movements without putting it down. If you have your own objects, it can be 1 object, it can be 2 objects, you're holding it in 2 hands. Either way, the goal is to pick it up and not put it down until the block is over. Block number 1, we're gonna do sort of a warm up for 6 minutes. I say warm up, but you guys know me better than that. 30 seconds of each exercise. The goal is to go through each exercise 3 times, so 6 total minutes. And again, not putting the weight down. So the very first exercise, get this thing out of here. The very first exercise is gonna be a front raise. So I'm gonna hold my bag like this, grip it however you can. The goal is to pick up the weights to the front and then you're back down. See how wobbly mine is already? All the way up and back down. Second exercise, we're gonna go into a front rack squat. So I'm gonna hold my bag to my front side. I'm just gonna grip it here and I'm gonna squat down for 30 seconds, knocking out reps there. My third exercise is gonna be an overhead press. So I'm gonna grab my bag however I can. And I'm gonna overhead press it for 30 seconds. Boom, boom. And then last but not least, we'll go into bicep curls. Again, it's gonna be a warm up. The goal is not to go fast, but just to keep moving for the whole 30 seconds. I have my luxury grips here. Grip your object however you can, and we'll curl it from there. Cool? So once again, front raise. You'll load your weights onto your shoulders. We'll knock out squats. We'll go into overhead press, and then we'll finish with bicep curls. 30 seconds of each exercise. I'm gonna start my timer. And if you're joining me, let's go ahead and jump in. Any questions so far? Nope, I think we're all ready to go. All right, front raises. 30 seconds, starting in 3, 2, 1, go. If you have your own music, feel free to throw that music on. I can't put any music, otherwise Facebook will block my video, YouTube will block my video. A little less than 10 seconds. Next movement, we're going straight into that front squat. So load your weight up to your shoulders and squat with it. Make sure those heels stay down nice and flat. Chest stays proud, especially because you got this weight on your front side. And we're getting ready for that shoulder press, that overhead press. So grip your weight however you can grip it. And let's go ahead and press it above your head. Keep your core nice and strong. Shoulders, overhead. Shoulders, overhead. little less than 10 seconds. Next up we go bicep curls. Go ahead and grab your weight. We're not putting it down. Remember, Atlas did not get to put the world down. Neither will we. Even if you have water bottles, detergent, curl it up to your shoulders, back down. Hopefully you have dumbbells. That makes it really easy. All right, now we're going back to that front raise. Switch up your grip however you can do it. Lift it up. Not about speed, it's about moving. Move for the whole 30. Next movement, front squat, load it up to your shoulders, and squat. Give those arms a little break. Ten seconds. I'm getting tired. Next we go overhead press. 3, 2, 1. Press. Back down. Press. Back down. I'm gonna have to switch my grip a little bit. Notice as I get tired, I use more legs, that's okay. And finally, bicep curls. Don't put the weight down. Keep it up, keep it up, keep it up. Takes a while to get there. Hit it. We have one more round of this fun stuff. Going back to that overhead, the front raise. Go ahead and switch it over. Last time, front raises, last round here. It's okay if you're getting less and less reps. The goal is to keep moving. Let's go into that front squat. 3, 2, 1. Load it up to your shoulders. Let's work. Only 2 more movements to go. 1 more minute of work. Let's go to an overhead press in 3, 2, 1, press it. My shoulders. Last but not least, a bicep curl. Go ahead and grab your bag, grab your paint cans, your box, your whatever you got, curl it. Hopefully it's dumbbells. Last 30 seconds. Closer to 20 now. Last 10 seconds. Two more reps. And done. Good. Woo. Oh, that was crazy. Anybody else joining me out here? Anybody? Victoria, the bags. I bought that one a long time ago on Amazon. I'm pretty sure Academy sells it. Dick's Sporting Goods, probably a lot of those sports good places. Amazon for sure. It's a Skills bag. SKLZ, I think is the way you spell it. They have all fitness equipment and stuff like that. So if you need any help, go ahead and DM me and I'll kind of guide you through. What's up, Kimberly? Everybody's doing good? If you're joining me live, great. If you're gonna do this later, I hope you tell me how it went. I really wanna know. So I'm gonna stop the timer real quick. Let me grab this. I have everything written down on my little iPad here. So our next little block, same idea, Atlas training. If you guys missed my introduction, we're training like Atlas, the Titan from Greek mythology. If you guys don't know the story, he was the leader of the Titan rebellion against Zeus. And once the fight was over, his punishment, Atlas's punishment was to hold up the sky. They say the sky, but if you've ever seen a picture or a statue or anything of Atlas, he's holding up the world on his back. So the idea behind today's workout is picking up weights and not putting them down until you're done with the whole block. So if you were with me for the warm-up, we did about 6 minutes. We didn't put the bag down, the weight down at all for the whole 6 minutes. Block number 2, very similar. This one's gonna be 4 rounds, 30 seconds each movement. We'll go with thrusters. If you don't know what thruster is, good luck. Overhead walk. If you're outside, you can always walk. But if you're standing in place, I'll show you how to do that. Ground to overhead. And then front rack reverse lunge, very similar to the squat we just did. 4 movements, 4 rounds, 30 seconds each exercise. Let me show you what we're doing. So a thruster, you're using your lower body to get the weight up above your head. So squatting down, but using those legs, make sure those heels are always glued down to send the weights up floating. Your arms are gonna be used just a little bit, but it's mostly lower body. So that's your first one. I'll show you how I'm gonna knock mine out. Grab the outside of my weight, front rack it, squat down, and I press up. That's my thruster. My second movement is gonna be an overhead walk, but because I'm in my garage, I'll hold my weight here, and I'm just gonna do high knees. I'll work for 30 seconds here, engaging the core. The most important thing here, as your arms are above your head, your belly usually wants to stick out your rib cage. Tuck those rib cage muscles in, those rib cage bones, keep them in nice and tight. Tighten up all of that midsection. Third exercise, we'll go ground to overhead. I'm gonna grip my weight the same way. Ground meaning I want you to go below the knees, so more like a deadlift. If you wanna literally go to the ground, just don't release the weight. Keep it up just a little bit. Pop it up to your shoulders, and then overhead. The goal is to do as many reps here. Weight below your knees, weight above your head. And then last but not least, holding your bag, your weight to your shoulders, reverse lunge. Notice my front heel always stays nice and flat. You're gonna follow along, 30 seconds each. 4 rounds. Pick that weight up and don't put it down. You guys ready for it? About 10 seconds to go. Grab that weight, good luck, it's an 8-minute block. Starting off with thrusters. Here we go, 3, 2, 1, let's hit it. I'm not gonna go fast because I know better. I'm using my lower body to help me get the weight above my head. On my next rep, I'm gonna hold it, so freeze. Hold it there, lock those elbows, let's go high knees. If you're walking, feel free to walk around the room. I'll talk to you, I'll walk you through it, I'll let you know when we're finishing up. We got about 10 seconds to go. This one's gonna be our rest. Coming round 3, round 4, just wait for it. Next up, we're going ground to overhead. 3, 2, 1, below the knees, above your head. Below the knees, above your head. Below the knees, above your head. There's a lot of power in this movement. Use those hips, the leg muscles, not your back. If you feel lower back pain, pop your hips forward a little quicker. Last one, front racket. Hold it there, reverse lunge. Also a little shoulder break. Kinda. You guys ready for round two? We're going back to those overhead presses. Grab your weight and let's do it. Ten seconds to go. And now, let's hold it. High knees or walk around the room. Remember when I talked about those ribs? Tuck your ribs in. Hold it. If you're feeling that burn between those shoulder blades, you're right. Lock the elbows, shoulders. Whew. Gotta reset one. Slippery out here. I'm in San Antonio. It's humid today, really slippery. Let's go ground to overhead. In 3, 2, 1, ground, overhead, ground, overhead, ground, overhead. Get slipperier and slipperier. How bad do you feel for Atlas? He had to hold up the world for eternity. And front squat. Put that back at the front. It's not gonna, I'm sorry, lunges, front lunges. Front loaded lunges. Here comes round 3. You guys ready for it? Shoulder press, I'm getting ready for it. 3, 2, 1. I'm getting tired. Woo. All right, let's go straight to that ground to overhead. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Ground, overhead. Ground, overhead. Ground, overhead. Ground, overhead. Ground, overhead. Ground, overhead. Ground. I skipped one, so we're going to go right into it. Overhead hold. And get those knees up. See what happens when you're working hard? Forget stuff. My shoulder blades are on fire. I'm going to use this as my recovery. Still got the weight up. Atlas training, almost exactly like Atlas on my back. Finishing up round 3 with those front-loaded reverse lunges. You guys ready for it? Move your weight over. And let's do it. Here comes round 4. You guys still with me? Overhead press. Set yourself up. Last time. 3, 2, 1. Let's go overhead. Hold it there. not already there, get it up. And, where my handle's at. I'll hold it here this time. Lock the elbows. Woo. Two more exercises and we're done. We're going straight into that ground to overhead and we'll finish off with lunges. Set yourself up for the ground to overhead. 3, 2, 1. Let's do it. You got about 10 seconds. 40 seconds left in the workout. Well, in the block at least. And front load, reverse lunges. Last 20 seconds here. 15. Last 10. 3, 2, and woo! First of all, it's real humid. Second of all, I made a dumb mistake of picking a 40-pound weight. It's all right, I don't regret it. I'm only getting better. What's up, Big John? Let's see who's on here. Anybody got questions? I think everybody's good. All right, if you're just jumping in, so far, we've done 2 blocks. We did a warm-up block, followed by a second block where it was a lot of lower body stuff. If your shoulders are burning, between those shoulder blades are burning, maybe even lower back a little bit, no pain. Pain is always bad. But burn, soreness, yeah, you like that. And then triceps, legs a little bit, a little bit of everything going on today. So what I want to do finally, block number 3, we did a warm-up, first block. Block number 3, we'll do more core stuff. I know you're ready for this to be over. If you missed my introduction, we're doing what I'm calling Atlas training. Atlas is in Greek mythology, he was a titan who led the rebellion against Zeus. And because the Titans didn't win, his punishment by Zeus was to hold up the sky. And the sky, if you've ever seen him depicted, is what they show him holding the world on his back. I love Greek mythology. I thought it'd be fun to make a workout out of it. And so what we've been doing is picking up a certain weight, whatever you have, whether it be detergent, water bottles, water jugs, paint cans, whatever you can find, dumbbells hopefully. We're picking them up and we're not putting them down at all until the block is over. So if you saw that last block, I have a 40-pound bag over there. And I went through all the movements, all the reps. We were doing timed everything, and I didn't put the weight down once. I think I rested on my foot one time to reset my grip. Otherwise, my body was supporting that weight. So block number 3, more core. Let me pull up this little sheet here. We're gonna do 4 exercises and we'll do Tabata format, which is 20 seconds on and 10 seconds off. You've seen my other videos, you know what that means. 20 seconds of work, 10 seconds of rest, and today it's not gonna be really rest because we're holding that weight. It's gonna be more transition time, being able to adjust your body, shifting over your weight to where it's more comfortable for that next movement that's coming up. So we're gonna start with crunches. The crunches will be weighted. So if you think about pulling your shoulder blades up off the ground, you have that weight in your hands, you're gonna knock those out. Crab hold, might be a newer one for some of you guys. Let me show you what's going on. Crunches are first, so you can see my weight. I'm gonna lift it up into the sky and I'm gonna do 20 seconds of crunches. So holding the weight up, shoulder blades up, and back down. My second exercise, during my 10 seconds of recovery time, I'll put the weight on my hips. And from here, I'm gonna set my feet nice and flat, my hands back behind my body. And what I wanna do is get my hips up with that weight inside of my hips. So I'm just holding this 20 seconds. My third exercise, I'm gonna go into flutter kicks. So I'm gonna grab that weight once again. I have 10 seconds to do it. Hold the weight up, and I'm kicking those legs up and down, one at a time, 20 seconds. Last but not least, put the weight on my hips, feet nice and flat, and I'm bridging all the way up and all the way down. Tabata's 4 minutes, which means we'll do 2 rounds of each of those exercises, and you're out of here. 4 minutes total, that's it. Any questions? Got my little coffee this morning. Good morning, everybody. Again, crunches, crab hold, which is supporting that weight on your hips, flutter kicks, supporting it with your arms, kicking those legs, and then last but not least, glute bridges. Last block, 4 minutes, and we're done. Questions? All right. I need my little timer. Gotta see it. I hope you're ready. Go ahead and get down on your backside, starting off with crunches, holding your weight up into the sky with those arms nice and locked. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Crunch it. 20 seconds. Three, 2, and 1. 10 seconds to recover. Load your hips up with your weights, whatever it is. Even if it's no weight. Take the weight off. Let your body be supported here. Hands behind your body, fingertips away, feet flat, hips up. 20-second hold. The higher your hips, the better. You should not feel shoulder pain, bicep pain, elbow pain, none of that. If you do, drop down a little lower or bring your hands in closer to your body. 3, 2, and 1. Good. Next we go flutter kicks. 20 seconds. Holding the weight up, kicking those legs up and down. 3, 2, 1, go. Shoulder blades up if you can get them up. Three, 2, and 1. Recover. Last but not least, hip bridges. Set that weight on your hips or no weight, it's up to you. Feet are flat and your shoulders are staying down, picking those hips up. 3, 2, 1, up. Almost there. 3, 2, and 1. Good. Round 2, here it comes. We're going back to those crunches. Lifting the weight up, holding it there. Shoulder blades coming up off the ground. You guys ready? 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Three, 2, and 1. Good. Load up your hips. Round 2, you should know how it felt last time, but set those hands down. Feet are nice and flat. Weight is loaded on hips in 3, 2, 1. Pick them up. Hold it. Here's where you catch your breath. We do have that recovery time, but a lot of times it's not enough time to catch your breath. Hold it, hold it, hold it. 5 seconds. We only have 2 more movements after this. 3, 2, and 1. Good. Set those hips down. We're going back to flutter kicks. You're holding your weight up into the sky. If you can get those shoulder blades up, let's do it. 3, 2, 1. Kick them. Three, 2, and 1. Good. Last but not least, bridges. Load your hips back up, right on those hip bones. You don't want it too high up on the rib cage. You also don't want it too down on the thighs. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Last 20 seconds here. Three, 2, and 1. Good. Done. Oh my, how did that feel? Can't believe my weight was 40 pounds, but it's a lot of reps and it's a lot of time holding that weight, so I mean, I believe in you. You can do 40, but you want to pick something that you know you can hold for. So block 1 was 6 minutes. You know you can hold it for 6 minutes. It's a lot of upper body stuff too, so take that into consideration. Block 2 is 8 minutes. It's a lot more lower body. Make sure you can hold that weight for 8 minutes. And then that last one we just did was all core, and that one was only 4 minutes. So 3 different blocks, 3 different lengths of time, whatever weight you think is possible to get all the way through the workout without putting the weight down. That's the goal. Any other questions? Anybody else? Anybody like that? Anybody ever tried that before? It's time under tension. The goal there, again, working the muscles to a point where they don't really ever get rest. However, I did try and pair the movements up to where you got a little bit of rest. If one muscle was being used in the first exercise, it wasn't being used as much in exercise number 2, so on and so forth. So if you guys have any other questions, you guys let me know. I will post this later, just like always. And then also, if you're not a subscriber on my YouTube, head over there, Coach Jesse Estrada on YouTube. I got the ones that I've posted so far, 2 of them up there. And then I'm going to be posting other daily tips and specific education to the exercises we're doing. So definitely become a subscriber. I would love that so much. Otherwise, let me know what you thought and have fun.